Welcome to the Teacher and the Pro, where we dive into PGA professionals' journeys and the paths they've chosen within the golf industry. I'm Nathan Rarick, an elementary PE teacher and golf writer for Fairway to Green, an equitable sports media company. Joining us this episode is Nicole Felce, an assistant golf professional at Countryside Country Club. Nicole discusses how she became an LPGA and PGA professional. She then shares how her life has changed since finishing as the low PGA of America and LPGA professional champion at the 2026 KPMG Women's PGA Championship at Hazeltine Golf Club. Thank you, Nicole, for joining us today. I know it's a busy time with playing and all that stuff, and have had a busy summer, especially after your performance this past year at the Women's PGA Championship. So before we get into your career as a PGA and LPGA golf professional and kind of your dreams of getting to LPGA Tour, can you tell me how you got into the game of golf and who put that club in your hand first?
Yeah, it's honestly a funny story. I truly believe it's something of a higher power. My dad played professional baseball for a few years and baseball his whole life. So he obviously wanted me to be a softball player. But when I was really young, he went to a department store to get me a T-ball set. And he heard God speak to him and tell him to buy me a plastic set of golf clubs. And he knew nothing about golf. He actually didn't like it at all at the time. But he did end up listening, and he did buy me the clubs. And he gave them to me a few months later, and I think I was like 1 or 2 years old, and I just went out back, hit a few, and fell in love with it. Started going to driving range, started going to mini golf, and I started my competitive golf career on my 6th birthday. That was my first tournament. So it kind of started at a really young age, but yeah, definitely something that I believe is a gift from God, because there was no way I probably would have gotten into golf any other way.
No, that's really cool. And I get the God can work in mysterious ways. My dad is a pastor, so I understand you never know when a message or something's going to come at you. So it's really cool. When did you realize that you wanted to be a professional golfer or work as a golf professional? Was it in high school or college, or was it when you turned 6 and you played in that first tournament? Like, when did you know, oh, golf has to be part of my life forever?
Yeah, I mean, I started at a young age. I always felt after I started playing competitively, this is something I want to do with my life and keep getting better at it. And growing up watching the stars on tour, like Lexi Thompson, Paula Kramer, those are kind of some of my favorites. I wanted to be like them and definitely be where they are. So I think probably around 11 or 12, I started playing in some bigger junior events and doing well. And that's when I realized, hey, I think I want to do this with my life. I think this is what I want to do in the future and play on tour. So that kind of inspired me to want to be a player. And then working in the industry kind of just happened because I wanted to get a job. I was in high school and I wanted to start making some money. So I was like, well, why don't I just work at a golf course? And I just started learning about the industry and how it works, and learned a lot of new things, and just grew my knowledge as someone working in golf operations. And then it kind of just grew to me now working at Countryside in Clearwater for the past 2 years as their assistant pro.
That's really cool. And knowing that you want to do something so young and then being able to accomplish that is probably a really great feeling. I mean, and you're the first person or first guest I've had on that is both an LPGA and a PGA Class A professional.
Oh,
So
really?
can you just walk me how similar or different those programs are when doing those?
Yeah, no, they're both great. And I started with the LPGA program, and that's all swing based. So I got a deep dive into the ins and outs of a golf swing and mechanics and technical things about a swing. So yeah, I learned a lot, and not only to teach somebody, but I also learned a lot about my own swing and my own game, and helped me improve a lot. But they also teach you how to be a teacher. People learn different ways, and left brain, right brain sort of thinking. So they teach you how to teach people that are visual learners or audible learners, and how to be with different students. So that was also really helpful to know, because I didn't know anything about that. So kind of made me a better teacher as I went through the program. And then I didn't really think I would start the PGA program now. I thought it was something I was going to do down the road, because I was under the impression it would take me like 2, 3 years.
Yeah.
But they have a reciprocal program for people that are LPGA Class A, and it took me about 4 months. So it was kind of like a no-brainer for me to do the program and learn even more about kind of more industry things, which is helpful in my role here at Countryside. So yeah, they're both different, but both really helpful, and they're really great for anyone that wants to learn about swing, golf operations, anything like that.
That's really cool that the LPGA is focused on as
Mhm.
a golf professional. Do you have one part of the industry that you like doing Is it the teaching that you like the most? Is it merchandising, making tournaments? what is the most enjoyable thing for you to do?
Yeah, I mean, I've learned to love all parts of it. I do enjoy working inside. I do enjoy merchandising, especially with Adidas stuff that we have in the pro shop. I always try to make nice displays for it. But I think teaching is probably my favorite part. I love working with students of all ages and just watching them fall in love with the game that I love. So that's probably my favorite part.
As a teacher, I understand that's the reason I got into teaching is like when they can accomplish something they haven't before, right? If they hit a perfect pitching iron or pitching wedge and they turn to you and you're like, whoa, and their eyes light
Mhm.
up and they're so happy. That's the best feeling in the world. And I don't know how to describe that to
Yes.
people who don't teach because it's one of those things like, right, teaching isn't the highest paid job, but it's the most rewarding job, is what people say. So
Yeah,
I definitely understand
absolutely.
that point. Now, you're in Florida, so it's got to be hot right now. So, are you doing a lot of teaching and a lot of stuff on the golf course right now? This is more your down season.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I can make my own teaching schedule, which is nice. So I make enough time for my duties inside the pro shop and then also practice time. And I'm away for tournaments some weeks. So, yeah, I mean, I have toned it down a little bit because it is hot and a lot of people don't want to practice in this heat in Florida right now. But you'd be surprised. I still get quite a few lessons a week. Our members that stay year round. But once the members that kind of moved up north in the summer start coming back, I'll probably have a few more requests coming in.
Could you take us through a day in your life at your golf course, whether it be what is today's a Friday, whether it's a Friday or just one day, just what it looks like to be you on a daily basis?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it kinda depends on the day or the week. I'm all over the place. I do open in the pro shop most days, a few days a week. So I'll open the pro shop, I'll work 7 to 12 inside. And then if I have lessons, I'll probably schedule them right after 12, do a couple. If I don't, I'll get in some practice. I'll go to the gym. So I usually will do all that practice and gym stuff after any lessons that I have. But yeah, when I open here at 7, I'm here pretty much all day, just doing either working or doing my own thing. I kind of just basically live out here at this point. So whether it's teaching or practicing or training, I'm always here and always working hard.
Now, that's one thing I've heard from other people I've interviewed is sometimes it's really hard to golf in the career you do. How do you make
Mhm.
time to make practice for yourself and get better? Because you do enjoy the playing side of the game. I know that very well just from your finishes this summer. So, how do you work that into your everyday schedule?
Yeah, it's definitely time management. It's definitely something I've had to learn. And fortunately, I work at a club that's very lenient with that. They understand my goal and my journey and what I'm looking to do. So they're very supportive with it. And they let me have the time off I need to go play in tournaments or go practice for tournaments. So it's very nice to have that luxury. So yeah, I mean, again, I'm able to schedule my own lessons. So if I have a big tournament coming up, I won't schedule them for a few days. So I give myself enough time to train and work on things that need to work on and prep for a tournament. So, yeah, I mean, my biggest secret is time management. A lot of people ask me how I do everything, and that's honestly it.
Yeah, and well, that's one thing I've definitely heard with talking to people is like if you are organized and you can manage your time well, they're like it's not too crazy. But when
Mhm.
you are forgetting things or disorganized, that's when it gets tough. Now,
Yeah.
you finished as the low LPGA PGA professional at this year's Women's PGA Championship at Hazeltine.
Mhm.
How much has your life changed since that part? Because I just feel like your story went out there. I saw it was like Golf Channel and then writing art. Did you ever think that would happen to you?
No, yeah, my life has changed a lot. It was definitely something that I could have never imagined, something I only ever dreamed of. Yeah, it was an incredible week. It was definitely the best week of my life so far, for sure. I mean, just so many special memories that week. And yeah, it's very emotional for me as well, because I feel like that was always a big goal for me and something I've always craved to kind of be on that level and want to have that confidence to know, can I compete at this level? Is this something I'm able to do? So to make the cut and do that gave me a sense of belonging and confidence out there. And then all the memories and that were made and everything that came along with it with the media and the fans was just a bonus. And it was really awesome. But yeah, my life has not been the same since, but I wouldn't want it any other way. It's been great.
Heading into the week, did you like how was your game feeling? Did you think were you playing well? Were you playing really bad? And just how did that week leading up to it like because like sometimes right like I go to the driving range, I have a great session and I'm terrible on the golf course and vice versa. Did you feel good going into the week?
I did, and it was funny because my week started out strange. So I flew in Friday evening, and me and my parents, it was me and my parents that made the trip, but we had to sleep in our rental car Friday night.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so that was a great start to the week, and I kept making a joke that like, this is really going to be funny, guys, when I make the cut. And my mom and dad were like, yeah, I mean, we want you to, but whatever. But I kept saying it. And it was funny that it didn't end up happening. But yeah, I felt great the whole week. I already went and saw the course a few months prior. So I knew the property already, which was nice. I knew a lot of people that worked there. So I saw everybody, and yeah, I felt good. I felt a little bit less kind of starstruck because my first appearance at the KPMG was in 2025 in Frisco. So for me, that was just like a wide-eyed moment. So to have already experienced that, I felt more normal. I just felt this is okay. I've been here. I know what to expect. Everything's 10 times bigger at LPGA major. So yeah, I felt good. I felt confident. I liked the course. So I was like, I think this is going to be a good week. And obviously my goal was to make the cut. So to have done it was great. But even if I didn't do it, I think I still would have learned a lot about myself and my game out there.
Sleeping in a car is no joke, especially the week of
Oh,
a
no.
major championship.
Yeah,
So
it was
that
rough. It was my
makes,
first time ever
yeah,
sleeping in a car as well. It was, and I
yeah.
got 3 hours of sleep. It was not great, but
No, it's
made for a good
not.
story.
Yeah, no, it makes that story so much cooler. Now, you
Yeah.
mentioned you were in the 2025 KPJ Championship. How many professional events have you played in your career so far?
Just two tour events. Yeah. So my debut was the KPMG in 2025, and then this is my second ever appearance this year.
Very cool. Now, are you hoping to one day get on to the LPGA Tour? Is that kind of your goal? You just like work your way up through the Epson Tour and then get there and then play professionally?
Yeah, absolutely. That's always been a goal of mine, but even more so now. So I'm very glad that I kind of have my career path settled with my LPGA and my PGA certifications, having those. So I feel more at ease going after this tour life now, knowing I have that to fall back on in the future. So yeah, I want to go. I'm going to Q school this fall to work on getting status for next year on Epson Tour, maybe even some LPGA Tour events next year. So yeah, that's the goal. I'm hoping for 2027 to look more like a full-time player schedule. So traveling, playing across the country, and just trying to get up the ranks on the Epson Tour and work on getting full-time status on the day.
That's really exciting. Now, if correct me if I'm wrong, are you into next year's KPMG Women's PGA
Yes.
Championship?
Yes. So I qualified back in July out in Nashville. I played in the LPGA Professionals Championship. Top eight get a spot. So I finished fourth in that to play next year at Congressional. So I'm very excited for that.
Oh, that's very cool.
Mhm.
Competitive are these PGA professional tournaments? Like I follow some people and I just always see them. How good are some of these players that like we'll never know because they're a PGA professional? Is it really difficult to get into that top eight?
It's definitely a grind. Yeah, you got to have some solid golf out there. I mean, those girls are good. And same with the PGA professionals as well. I've played in a lot of section events this summer. Actually, I won my first one. I won a stable sort of event right before KPMG, actually. So, yeah, there's a lot of good talent in the PGA and LPGA events for PGA professionals. They're very good. There's a lot of low scores. I mean, this past week I played out in Orlando. I finished eighth. I shot 1 under for 3 days, but I think the winner was like 13 under.
Wow.
And granted, it's a co-ed thing, but yeah, no, there's a lot of really good players.
And that's got to help just going into obviously again, they're not LPGA professionals like you're facing at the majors, but just being able to compete against higher level talent against other
Absolutely.
PGA, that's got to give you some sense of confidence heading into trying to gain status on the Epson Tour and the LPGA
Yeah.
Tour.
No, absolutely. I mean, I think winning that Stableford event a couple weeks before I left for the KPMG this year gave me a lot of confidence going into it with kind of some good feeling with the game, good feeling with my putter. I felt really good. So I was like, okay, I think out in Minnesota, everything's kind of trending at the right time. And thankfully it stayed. But yeah, you're right. There's definitely great competition to play against now. And that's why I'm glad I'm also PGA certified as well, because I can play in all these PGA section events, which is awesome.
Shifting back just a little to your duties as a PGA professional and LPGA professional, what would you say are some highs and lows of your career?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's a great job. I mean, I've had nothing but good experience at all the clubs I've worked at. I've learned a lot. I mean, it does take up a lot of your time. It's something that I think you have to really love the game to get involved in. You have to love every part of it. The industry, meaning golf operations, running a tournament, being around a club environment with members, and kind of something that I got better at as I've been in the industry for about 5 years now. I've been working at clubs. So it's something I've grown into and I do enjoy it very much. But I think I'm ready to kind of step back from that and focus on a playing career for now and hopefully in the next year, and then kind of maybe ease back into it when I'm older, and definitely want to be around golf my whole life, whether it's playing or working in it.
I understand. Pursue that dream. You've already made some cuts at a major, so it's not always going to be that, but it's so cool that you did it now. If
Yeah.
you had to give an aspiring golf professional one piece of advice or two pieces of advice, what would you tell them, like who's starting their program at either PGM school or just the PGA professional pathway?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're going the PGA route, it's finding what you have a more passion for most, whether it's teaching or working inside or running a club in itself, like a GM role. So finding what you have a passion for and going down that road. Because you never want to do something, and this is with any job, you never want to do something you don't love. So finding the job that doesn't feel like a job. So for me, teaching is that I do enjoy teaching and it doesn't feel like a job to me. So finding, do you like teaching more? Do you like being a kind of director of golf role? Kind of deciding what route you'd like to go. And thankfully the PGA offers any route. So it's really helpful to kind of see that and learn and any sort of route you want to go.
And again, maybe you don't have any advice on this, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking you
I
just
mean,
from your experience with this part, with if someone's trying to become a professional golfer, like gets tour status on the LPGA or PGA
more
Tour,
as a
wherever they
player.
want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what would be your biggest piece of advice to someone trying to get to that level?
I mean, I would say, I mean, for me, it's been a long time coming with all the work I've put in the past few years and kind of finally seeing it come to fruition. So I would say kind of not giving up and just keep putting in the reps because you will get the breakthrough eventually. I mean, there were times in my career within the past few years where I wasn't sure if I was ever going to have the chance to play on the highest level and be able to go to Q school and try for my tour card. But now where I am, it's like I'm glad I kept working and I'm glad I didn't give up and I'm glad I kept putting in the reps. So definitely never giving up and working hard. It will pay off.
That's, yep. For anything, I think that's great advice, especially if you're trying to become a professional
Yeah.
athlete, because it is very hard to do. Now, before I let you go, we kind of do a little fun segment here at the end called our Fairway Rapid Fire questions. So they're just some quick questions about your game and
Awesome.
the game of golf in general.
I love fun questions.
All right, so they're not too hard. I didn't send these to you because I didn't want you to think about them because they're just off the top of your head. All right, now
Sure.
this one, I don't know, maybe you already did it after your play at Hazeltine this year, but what is your dream course to play?
Oh, Pebble Beach.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Now, I know there's was the women's US Open there last year or a couple years ago? I
Yes.
can't remember.
Only. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's a good one. Favorite on-course golf snack?
Honestly, it's not my favorite, but I eat it a lot. Almonds, because for some reason they work for me. But I would probably say favorite is Uncrustables.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with them. I love them.
That's a common answer. And again, I'm an elementary PE teacher, so the amount of kids I see eat them, and then the next day I have them in my lunch, it's just like I have to have it after I see a kid eat it. So I understand that one.
They're
Are
great.
you an
They're great.
Yeah.
I have to say Collie Puffs as well. And they're like a little like snack that I do enjoy when I'm practicing. But yeah, probably
Okay.
those two things.
Nice. Are you an early morning tea time or a sunset tea time?
So usually I do a morning tea time. I'm all for getting up early and getting around in when it's a little bit cooler outside. But when it's nicer weather in Florida in the wintertime, I do a sunset round. So it varies on the weather in Florida. When it's hot, I want to get out there early. When it's cool, I go either way.
Yeah, I made the mistake. I didn't make the mistake. I willingly played golf. I was in Florida in the Naples area in, I think, beginning of July, and I made a tee time for 10 o'clock, and I was the only one on the golf course. I'm like, oh, why is this? And I quickly learned about after 9 holes when it was 95 degrees. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is why no one else was here today. So I understand that the early morning tee
It's
time
brutal,
probably
yeah.
beneficial. Yeah. New York, we don't have that here. It
Yes.
doesn't get that hot, so we're good. What is your favorite club in your
I
bag?
envy you.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta say my putter. I've had my putter since I was 7, and I haven't
Whoa.
changed it. Yeah, it's my most prized possession. It was actually gifted to me by one of my playing partners for junior golf. She didn't like it. It's a Scotty Cameron Newport center shaft, and she used it a couple times, wasn't a fan, gave it to me. It was already shortened, so it worked for me as a little 7-year-old, and I just fell in love with it. And over the years, just got it extended, and I have a personal tie to it because
Yeah.
It's never let me down. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love it. And yeah, probably my putter.
I mean, since 7 years, that is a long time. Now, you've never even like, I'm
Yeah.
not putting well right now. You like put it away for 2 weeks and then bring it back. Like it just stays in your bag no matter what.
Never tried another putter since getting it. Yeah, never.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
It's
I
I
mean,
feel like I mean, I'd like to say putting is one of my strengths. I do have days where it doesn't always work for me, but it's usually a mechanics thing for me. I don't like to blame the putter. Maybe because I'm too attached to it.
okay. No, that's fair. Whatever works for you. Who would be in your dream foursome to play golf with? They can be dead, alive, doesn't have to be a golfer, it can be any other three people in the world.
All right. I've thought about this a lot, and it does change. Right now, I would say Elvis Presley. I'm a huge Elvis fan. I'm trying to think. If I go, so me, Elvis, I'll say Tom Brady. And we'll go maybe a music artist. I'll say maybe either Ariana Grande or Morgan Wallen. So I know Morgan Wallen does golf, but that'd
Yeah,
probably be I'll go fivesome. I'll spin
that's
the rule
fine.
a little bit.
Yeah. No, that's fine. All right. Those are some ones that I don't think anyone else has gonna say Elvis or Ariana Grande. So you'll win with creativity for that. Tom
Oh,
Brady,
really?
yeah.
I
Tom
love
Brady,
Elvis. Crazy.
yeah. I'm a Bills fan. I'm from Buffalo, so hearing Tom Brady's name just does not resonate well with people in
Yeah.
Buffalo. So that one
No,
he can
I
not
get
play.
it. One of my
Yeah.
best friends, yeah, one of my best friends is a huge Bills fan and a huge Sabres fan, and I don't ever hear the end of it. So I understand totally. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And then the last one I have for you, your favorite golf movie.
Oh, 7 Days in Utopia, without a doubt. Yeah.
That one. So
And I
I'll have
love
to
Tim
go.
Upton. I love Happy Gilmore. Yeah. No, it's great. You'd like it. It's a really good movie. I've seen Tin Cup, love it. I love Happy Gilmore. But yeah, I'd say 7 Days in Utopia is it's actually one of my favorite movies, period, but definitely one of my favorite golf movies.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. Nicole, thanks for hopping on and doing this. I know just finishing up a tournament this
Of
week, so
course.
thanks for again for doing this, and best of luck in
Oh, thank
getting your
you.
LPGA Tour status. Hopefully here soon, and we'll see you at PGA Tour.
Yes, thank you. That'd be great. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.